I want to start this video off by saying that fitness goals are important. You know what I'm saying? I mean, having a simple goal as maybe walking 20 minutes a day for like maybe a month or so is a goal. It can be as big as even deadlifting 700 pounds. It doesn't really matter, you know? But what I want to get into is that my mindset on fitness goals is different in my body, in my observations. So let's just get into it, right? So I made an Instagram account. It was displaying my fitness journey, really just more to myself. I don't really care too much about posting. I mean, in August, I was posting heavily at the beginning of my journey when I was just trying to put it out there that, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my body right, but also provide some lessons and also reflecting and just trying to give maybe some people some advice or perspective perhaps on there, you know, just cause, right? I'm not really looking forward to being a coach or anything soon or anything like that. But honestly, I feel like we all kind of have a similar type of goal, at least as men. Like, of course, we want to see abs, we want to lose weight, we want to gain muscle, right? For mine, it's not that much different. I mean, it's a bit, which I'll get into, but what I mean by that is like, I wanted the abs, I wanted the muscle, I wanted all that stuff. And of course, you know what that appeals for. Let's just be honest, for men, not only we want to be good within ourselves, but let's be 100. We want to impress the women. Let's just be honest. We want to, you know what I'm saying, be that strong man that they want. You know, let's just be honest. And that's just, I was going for that. But the thing was, when I finally got what I wanted, now granted, I'm nowhere, like, I ain't gonna say I'm like a Zulu warrior type of build. I'm not gonna say that, or like a Greek god, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? I got the abs I wanted. My muscles gotten a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying? I gotten basic the necessities down. It's just that I realized when I got there, it wasn't really what it caked up to be. It's like, yeah, I feel great. I mean, I think the biggest thing I got from that is confidence. The confidence was skyrocketing through the roof. I love myself a lot more. I feel like I'm loving myself through putting my body through a little bit of torture. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, right? You know, you gotta sacrifice. But the thing about it was, right, I'm not gonna go too far because I mentioned it on my Akimebro YouTube channel, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it on this channel. But long story short, I had a health scare in 2020, and ever since then, that changed my life. You know how you have that conscious type of, like, how do I put this? You know, when you were like 4 or 5, maybe even 2, you stop living your life on like autopilot to an extent. Like, it's like, oh, wait, hold on, I'm alive, right? It's like it happened again for me when I realized I wasn't invincible in 2020. I was 18 at the time. And even now, around maybe early 20s, it's like because the brain develops. We both know that our brain develops typically until 25, and then it kind of just matures throughout your life. And, you know, so I had a realization that, you know, I got the abs, I got the muscle, I got things that I want, and I'm not perfect. I'm still developing them. That's not a bad thing. It's just that I realized I just want to be healthier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really want to make sure that if I need to get out of a situation, I could run, and yeah, I could be tired, but won't have a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I, let's say, do some intense workouts or something, as a man going into his prime, can he do that? Or if I have some bodily anxiety and feel like I can't recover, I just want to recover. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do what any healthy man would do. I just want to do that and try to be useful in my life as much as I can. And that's all I really care about. It's not really, to me, it ain't even about trying to get big muscles and all that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd rather be strong than be hella big. I don't really care about trying to be big. And I feel like naturally you're gonna be big in your own way anyway, as long as you make it a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I learned, at least for me. I just want to be healthier. I don't know if anybody else could relate, but literally I just want to be healthier. You know, I don't really care too much about what people expect of me as a man. I don't really care about the expectations. I just simply want to be healthier. So fitness goals is great. I'm not saying that it's bad or anything. I just realized that for me, it changed. And I feel like a lot of men will go through this change. As fellow Gen Zers, you know, we have the internet. We expect to look like this thing. And then every girl, not every girl, sorry. A lot of girls or a lot of women want a guy that is this way and that way. When in reality, you're never going to be that. You're just going to be yourself. And yourself could transcend their expectations as well as yours. So I just feel like when it comes to fitness goals, have a goal, but don't do it because you've seen someone else do it, but do it because you are healthier. Because by the end of the day, I understand that we're all going to die, but at the same time, we need to understand that the quality of life is what matters. And I feel like that's what I'm going to prioritize for me. And I hope fellow men, and even just women too. I'm not saying this just for men, but I'm speaking for a men's perspective. I feel like everybody should focus on that and love each other and love yourself and don't worry about expectations and all that. So yeah, man, I really hope this vibe, you know, somewhere in your soul, you know, hopefully this somewhere just be like, I get what you're saying, you know? So I love y'all. Have a great rest of y'all day. God bless y'all.